All right, back to Nas. Tell me about your glove. What kind of glove you got right now, and do you have it so you can bring it on screen? Oh
Yep.
man, that's what I'm
Right
talking
now,
about.
uh, right now I have a Rawlings Heart of the Hide. I fully customized
Okay,
it. I received it at the Perfect Game Select Festival, so we had to have the little peach.
I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. This is the first podcast I've ever done for Prospect Dugout. I got my man Nazir Mule as our first guest. He is, in my opinion, one of the top 2022 pitchers in the nation. Topped out at 94 last summer. Got to witness a little bit of that. But before we get started, dude, it's crazy right now. We're going through the coronavirus pandemic.
Yeah.
People are freaking out. Things are crazy. Baseball shut down. MLB season is shut down. NBA started it off by shutting down. I was like, oh crap, MLB's going to shut down. Everybody's going to shut down. So now we've got like MLB Network is going to be airing games on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram Live. All these different platforms are going to be airing historical games. So that's going to be pretty cool for opening day tomorrow. We're all deprived of baseball right now. It's something that it's hurting actually us right now, Prospect Dugout, because we had our pro tryouts, and so we had to push that back. So we're waiting on Major League Baseball to announce when they're going to start their 2020 season. Once everything kind of evens out and we kind of get a grasp on what's going on, and then the Atlantic League will be able to decide when they're going to start their season, and then we can go ahead and get a date for our pro tryouts. So that's kind of what we're battling. I'm seeing a lot of good content coming up. I know Nas, you started posting some oldies on Instagram, so let's get right into it. So I'm joined with Nazir Mule. I'm just gonna go ahead and let you kind of intro yourself, tell us who you are, tell us what you're about.
My name is Nazir Mule. I'm 15 years old. I live in Paterson, New Jersey, and I attend Passaic County Technical Institute. I play baseball. I'm a pitcher, shortstop, and third baseman mainly, but I could play anywhere on the field you need me to. And there's not much else.
That's it. All right. So you pitch, you play anywhere on the field. What would you say that your go-to skill is, just right off the bat?
Probably pitching. Either pitching
Okay.
or hitting.
Okay. All right. So before we get into some baseball stuff, let's talk about what's going on right now in the world. So we were texting earlier today, just trying to set this up, and you're like, "Hold up, I got to go to the store. I got to go to the grocery store, pick up some groceries with my mom. I'll be back." This is like we were gonna start this at 2, and this was like at 1:20. You're like, "Oh, I'll be back.
Yeah.
I'll be back at 2." And I'm texting you at like 3:30. I'm like, "Yo, did you forget?" You're like, "Nah, bro, it's mad crazy." So what was it like out there? Where'd you guys go? What'd you guys get?
We went to Walmart. Well, first we were at home. I was like, "Mom, I got this interview at 2:00." She was like, "No, it'll take 5 minutes. We should be back way before 2:00." I was like, "All right." So we go. She makes me sit in the car. So I'm like, "Hey, we'll be done before 2."
Did she leave the AC on for you though?
Yeah. She left the car on. I was good at least. But she goes into the store. He goes into the store maybe around like 1:30. It gets to like 2:30. I'm like, she said we would be done before 2:00. So we went to Walmart. She walks into Walmart. She doesn't come out till like 2:45. I was like, all right. It's like, Mom, I had an interview at 2:00. She's like, oh my God. I was like, nah, it's okay. And she was like, wait, I have to wait.
Walmart from your house?
Walmart was like 15 minutes away, 20 minutes. It
Oh, dang.
that far.
Dang.
She wanted to go to the far Walmart. We had one closer, but it was all packed.
I got you.
And she was like, wait, I got to stop at one more store.
Another store? Where'd you guys go?
Yeah, we went to Aldi. She was like, we got to stop at one more store. She's like, it'll be 5 minutes. Don't worry. She goes into the store like 3:15, comes out like 3:45. I was like, oh my.
So that's crazy. So what's life like in Paterson, New Jersey right now with this coronavirus pandemic that's going on? How's it like with you for school and then for baseball and then just around the house with your family?
I mean, we're off from school now until originally it was supposed to be until April 1st, but I think all Paterson schools are shut down for the year. Like they're not going back until next school year.
Are you gonna do online school or you're just shut down?
We still have online schools. Yeah, no, it's not shut down, but we have the online schooling. And I don't know when we're going back because we're not a part of the school districts, the Paterson district. So I'm still not sure when we're going back. But yeah, we have online schooling as of right now. And then there's not many people outside.
Is your mom going crazy?
Yeah, she's going crazy. I
I
am
saw
too
her
because
post.
the girls are stupid.
I saw her post on Facebook something about like freaking out because she was homeschooling or whatever. I don't know. It's funny.
Yeah, like 3 people. There's 3 kids going through homeschool, and she's just
Yeah,
trying to help. Just trying to help my
that's cool.
sisters.
That's cool. That's cool. What grade are you in? You're a freshman or sophomore?
Sophomore,
Sophomore. Okay, so you're missing out on the rest. You're missing out on your sophomore season.
pretty much.
Yeah. Have they said anything about baseball with your high school?
No, they said originally we were supposed to go back to school March 31st, and then our first season game was supposed to be April 1st. And they haven't told us anything about it yet. Like, they haven't said they canceled anything. So I'm not sure what's going on with our high school season and when we're going to start.
So are you doing like you got the PS2? I like that. I like that hoodie, man. I made a comment to Tommy about it.
Always.
It's tight. It's tight.
Always got to have PS2.
That's it. So you're working out there still, or are they shut down because of the pandemic?
They're also shut down. The government doesn't let them open back up.
Hey. Oh man. Yeah, my gym. So we're working out at people's houses. I've been working out.
Yeah, that's what it has to be.
So what are you doing for baseball? Like, how are you staying in shape? Right before everything shut down, you were posting videos of your bullpen, you were throwing live, you were taking balls
every day.
Come to a stop. So like, how are you handling that? How are you dealing with that?
Well, I still go outside and I play catch with my dad sometimes, or I just go in the back and throw a baseball against the stairs, like a bouncy ball,
Yeah.
take some ground balls. And I just ordered that new Nerf gun so we could take BP in the back in the parking lot.
I got a Nerf gun right here.
I got Nerf guns too. I just don't got the one with the balls yet.
On deck, we didn't even talk about Nerf guns. We both.
I got one. I got one.
Gotta have that 6-shooter, baby. Oh yeah. Man. All right. So with everything that's going on, it's kind of crazy. Everything's like different, but let's pretend this is just a regular year. We're not dealing with a global pandemic. What is your baseball year look like as far as training, downtime, tournaments, showcases, and then school ball? How does that work for you? What would you be doing right now? You said that opening day would be coming up, and then what would you be looking forward to going into the summer and in the fall?
In the summer, I usually travel pretty much every weekend. I'll either have a local tournament, maybe like an hour away, like hour 45 minutes, or I would usually go to Florida. I play in Florida a lot for a travel team over there. I play with the West Palm Beach Gamblers and the FTB Rismondo.
Yeah,
so yeah, I go down.
I saw you throw 94. Yeah.
Yeah, I go down there a lot, and yeah, I'll usually either play over there or something local just to keep me active, get some more at bats,
So okay, and then what about after the summer season? After you do all your travel ball tournaments, are you shutting down, or are you going into a training mode, or what do you? How do you handle that? Like, what'd you do when you came off the 2019 summer? What did you do going into the fall?
Going into the fall, well, I still played in the fall a little bit. I went to Florida a few times in like November, October, and then after that, I never really shut down. The only thing I shut down was pitching.
Okay.
I wouldn't throw any bullpens. I went into a pitching program over at PS2, and it was like more of arm care and velocity increasing. And I shut down from around November to February, and then February I started throwing bullpens again to get me ready for. Or no, I started throwing bullpens late January to get me ready for the season.
January. Yeah, I got you. Okay. All right. I want to get into a little bit of your gear, talk about maybe your gloves and stuff like that. Before we do that, I got to read an ad from today's sponsor. I know you see me post about Raps Performance. So Raps Performance was created by Phil and Dan Seguin. They were tired of taping their wrists over and over, so they got creative. They started with a strip of compression fabric, and now they have a patent-pending soft strap design with Velcro straps to keep it low profile and comfortable. I like it personally because unlike a sweatband, like you can change the pressure and sensitivity of it, but then unlike regular tape, you're not throwing it away. You can just wash it and reuse it. So follow the Raps hashtag on Instagram for product updates, memes, and reviews. Hashtag replace your tape. All right, back to Nas. Tell me about your glove. What kind of glove you got right now, and do you have it so you can bring it on screen? Oh man, that's what I'm talking about.
Right now I have a Rawlings Heart of the Hide. I fully customized it. I received it at the Perfect Game Select Festival, so we had to have the little PG logo on there.
Okay.
And on the side, it says nasty. I spell it Nazty. It's a
Okay.
little. I have a little kind of trademark, and just a little black, white, and gold. And then I have a little bit of blue on the lining for my high school because we are Bulldogs
Gotcha.
and we bleed blue.
So do you bleed blue? So do you use the same glove when you pitch and when you play shortstop, or do you have a different glove?
No, as of right now, I do use the same glove because I don't have a pitching glove as of right now. I decided to get two infield gloves instead of being smart and getting pitching glove.
I
So
gotcha.
as of right now, I have this infield glove and then I have a 44 pro ball glove, but that's currently at the facility that is closed, so I cannot get to it.
That sucks. What web was that? Say that again.
This is iWeb.
iWeb. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what bat are you swinging right now? Metal bat.
Metal bat. I have a Prime 919, the 2019.
Okay. What
And
about
in the mail. In
and
the
what?
mail, I have coming in the mail. I have the Rawlings 2020 Quattro come in the red one.
Oh snap! Amazon Prime, baby.
Yes, sir.
What about wood bat? What are you swinging for a wood bat?
Wood bat, I only use Platinum Bat Company. I actually have one if I could find it.
Okay. Okay.
Right here. I found one. Got that right there. Right here, we got Platinum Bats.
Okay.
Finest
What
in the
size?
game. This is a 33 and a half.
33 and a half. What's the weight? 31 and a half?
Yeah, I believe so.
Drop two. Okay.
30 and a half.
Okay. Okay. So you got the straight drop three. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. So you got the Rawlings glove. You got the Platinum bat. What about cleats? What brand of cleats you got?
Cleats, I have, as of right now, I have Jordan cleats and Hirachi cleats.
Okay.
I could grab them if you want.
Yeah. Go ahead and grab them, bro. Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta show all the fresh cleats this year.
Oh, and I gotta ask, so you're playing some hoops too. I gotta ask you about that PCTI jersey hangout.
Yeah. So I got those, and then I cannot find my. Oh, there it is.
What size shoe you wear? I know you're pretty tall.
15. This is rough finding shoes.
I bet.
Everything online, nothing in stores.
That's it.
So I've
All right,
got
so we got
these
the
Jordan cleats,
okay.
the white, black and white, and gray
You like the
13s.
mold?
I have my home field for high school is turf, so we have to have a pair of turf and a pair of metal.
Gotcha.
So I have these for home, Jordan 13s, and then for away games we got the metal. We got the black and gold Air Hirachis.
Nice.
I just like the little gold touch to it, so we have to go all black with the gold.
I like it. All right, so let's back up for a minute.
Yeah.
You and I actually met through Instagram. That's how crazy this whole Instagram thing is. It's been a wild ride for me personally and for us at Prospect Dugout. But that's how we connected, was through Instagram. And then we actually met in person for the first time at the MLB Junior Home Run Derby down in Miami. Is that correct? That was in 2017. You didn't win that.
Yes.
You were in the top, what, 5?
3. I came in 3rd.
Came in 3rd. Okay. So how do you think, like, let me ask you a question. Do you think social media has had a positive or a negative impact on your life? What do you think?
I think it definitely had a positive in it more than any way because social media is how I get all my recognition. If it wasn't for social media, I don't think a lot of scouts and big how do I say it, big baseball influencers like you would have known about me, and I wouldn't really be in the place I am right now if it wasn't for social media.
So do you think if social media wouldn't have existed, if you'd just been going to Perfect Game tournaments and other showcases, you wouldn't have gotten noticed? I still think you would have gotten noticed because you have the skills to stand out.
Yeah, I think I would have gotten noticed, but it wouldn't have been as much because a lot of people follow me through Instagram, and not everybody can always see me play at a game in person. So when they see me on Instagram performing these events, they see how I perform without being there personally.
Okay, so let's take that. So when you go to a tournament or a showcase, are there people coming up to you, like saying what's up because they saw you on Instagram, they'd never met you in person, and they want to take a selfie with you or something like that?
Yeah, some people want to ask for pictures, they're just like, hey, we play you guys tomorrow. Can I say what's up before the game? I'm like, yeah, sure, go ahead.
That's tight. That's
Like,
tight.
I'm just a
So
normal
people are
kid,
actually
though.
reaching out. Yeah, people are actually reaching out before games to say what's up. We're playing you tomorrow.
Yeah, like, we play you tomorrow. It's like, I hope you're not pitching. Take it easy on us. Like, and I'm like,
That's
I'm just a normal kid. Like, I'm just
yeah,
like you.
yeah. Okay, so you're just a normal kid, but you recognize social media as having a positive impact on your life. But do you ever feel any pressure associated with that, like pressure to put up good numbers? Like if people are recognizing you on social media and then they're at a game that you're at, do you feel like a little bit of extra pressure? Like I've got to perform, I've got to throw well, I've got to hit well, or I've got to maintain a a public personality or whatever.
I mean, sometimes I feel like there's pressure, but the good thing is I like the pressure. So whenever I have pressure that I know is there, I like to perform better than I normally would. Like under certain situations when the game's on the line, say bases loaded, no outs, I come into pitch. I love the pressure. It just keeps the adrenaline going. And
Yeah.
I feel like I don't have to put up certain numbers at moments because people who do follow me on social media already know what I can do. So it's not like I have anything to prove more than what I've already shown.
So are you following a lot of other athletes on social media just because of social media?
Yes. Yeah.
So give me one person off the top of your head that you're following, that you're paying attention to what's going on, that you don't like necessarily play with or are working out with, but someone that you just know, through Instagram.
Usually the kids that I follow on Instagram, I know personally or I've played with them before. But other than that, um, I think I followed them before off of your page, let's say, because I've seen
Yeah,
them play, and then like specific events brought us together to play eventually.
I get what
Like
you're saying. Yeah,
yeah, like let's say like
I mean,
tomorrow, tomorrow, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I followed him before, and then we both went to like the USA tryouts, and then we both went to the perfect game, so that brought us together after I saw him on your page.
Yeah, so you felt like you kind of had a little bit of a connection, or like it kind of broke the ice beforehand. You already knew who each other was, so you didn't have
Yeah,
to like walk up and say, "Hey, my name's Nas," blah blah. You could just kind of like,
yeah,
"What's up, man?" and just kind of go with the flow. That's cool. That's cool.
yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this. I was thinking about this past few weeks. With everything shutting down, with the gym shutting down, MLB shutting down, the high schools, colleges, like kids are losing. Well, they're not losing a year of eligibility; they're losing a year of playing time, and they're gaining it back the next year. But like, it got me thinking, like, if something like this happens, like, how has social media been able to pick up the slack? So how do you think, with what's going on with everything shutting down, your season shutting down, your facility shutting down, you've gotten creative and you're starting to post, some videos from the past, like,
Yeah.
when you were younger, when you were 8, 10, whatnot. So how important do you think a platform like our app, the Prospect Dugout app, is in a time like this? So say, for the next 6 months, nobody's allowed to go play baseball, no
Yeah.
team games, whatnot. How do you feel about having a platform like that to be able to show off your skills?
I think that the Prospect Dugout platform is a great app, because it's pretty much like Instagram, but just for baseball and just for sports. So anybody who's interested in athletics could go download the app, and it's a great app because people like me and every other athlete out there can post whatever they want on the app and not feel like criticized because everybody on the app has the same love for the game, and
Yeah.
we all get to show off our skills.
So okay, so let's look at it from this angle. You already are big on social media. How many followers you got on Instagram?
Right now, I think it's around like 19K.
Okay, so you got 19,000
19,000.
followers
Yeah.
on 19,000 followers on Instagram already. Okay, now you're faced with everything shutting down. Is this changing? You're already ahead of the game with 19,000 followers. But does this change the way that you're gonna, like, everything goes back to normal in a couple months? We're back outside interacting with people. Are you going to go back into the same way that you were doing social media, or do you have a new idea of how to promote yourself and maybe be a little bit more active on social?
Yeah, I think I'll probably go back to the same way because I faced challenges like this before. Like, I broke my foot around sixth
I
grade,
remember.
and I was still, yeah, I was around sixth grade. I was getting there into the Instagram. clout, you would say, but I
Yeah.
wasn't fully there. But there were still people following my page, and I had to find out a way to still keep posting stuff while my foot was broken. So I
Yeah.
would post throwback stuff, and I would post, stuff of me in the past, that whatever I could find. And then once my foot healed and I got back to playing and practicing, I just went right back to it.
Yeah. So you've learned from the adversity in the past, and now you're kind of, you're making some
Ready for it.
adjustments now. Yeah, exactly right. All right. So let me ask you a couple questions, a couple baseball questions. Who's your all-time favorite player?
Derek Jeter.
Just because he's a Yankee, or because it's Derek Jeter?
Nah,
I know you're
Derek
biased.
Jeter.
All right. So
I've
give
worn
me.
two my whole life.
I know. Give me your all-time starting nine. Can you go through and give me one guy for each position, one starting pitcher? If you were to put out the absolute perfect lineup, don't worry about like the 1 through 9, like the batting order, but just like at the position. So we'll start with pitcher, catcher, first, second, third, short, left, center, right. So who you got at pitcher, all-time pitcher?
Pitcher all time. I'm not really a stats guy, so I don't know about the past all that much. I like to focus on modern times. So I'll give you my 9 as of right now.
I got it. Let's do it.
Like an all-star team.
Pitcher, who you got?
So pitcher, we'll go with Garrett Cole.
Okay. Dang. Okay. Oh, man, you got to cut some quick.
I mean, like, I had to.
All right, catcher.
Catcher, I want to go with Gary Sanchez because I'm a Yankee fan, but I would say Yadier Molina.
Okay, first base?
First base, I would say Anthony Rizzo or probably Anthony Rizzo.
All right, second base.
Second base, Baez. Definitely Baez.
Okay, third base?
Third base, we got to have Machado there.
All right, shortstop?
Shortstop, we got to go Lindor.
All right, left field?
Left field, I would say Yelich in left.
Oh, dang, man. That's really recent. Okay, center field?
Center, got to have Mike Trout there.
And right field?
That's a tough one. I don't follow our outfielders that much. Right field, Judge.
All right, my right field, I would definitely have went with Vlad Guerrero. I'm a little partial to Vladdy, but all right. So so here's a hot take. Who do you think is the most overrated player in Major League Baseball today? Who's getting too much hype? Who's getting too much, like, I mean, he may be good, but maybe he's just getting a little bit too much attention, a little bit too much money.
I don't really know. I gotta think about that one.
All right. What about? We'll get back to that. You got a PlayStation or an Xbox?
PS4.
PS4. Okay. Easton or Rawlings?
What was the question? I'm sorry.
Easton or Rawlings?
We gotta go Rawlings.
Nike or Under Armour?
Nike.
All right. Pizza or tacos?
Pizza.
What about on Tuesday?
Tuesday, still gotta go with pizza. We can make a pizza taco if you want. Like, you can roll up the pizzas, put them together. With pizza all day.
All right, so 2020 MLB season is delayed. Rumors going around. Let's do, since this is recorded, let's go with Naz's prediction for when the 2020 season is going to start. When do you think it's going to pick back up?
What's the date today? March 24th.
March 25th.
Yeah, I would say around June, hopefully, if we get lucky.
Beginning of June, middle of June.
Start by June. I'm hoping as early as possible. If I could say tomorrow, I would, but we all know it's not going to happen. Yeah, so hopefully the beginning of June, and then hopefully beginning of June, and then we have the World Series by December, maybe. You know, they were talking about the Christmas World Series.
Yeah, MLB Trash Talkers. I saw that. That would be sick, though.
That would be awesome.
That would be
We'd
different.
have to have it in, like, California, though.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. All right, so, dude, thanks so much for joining me. Today's episode was sponsored by Raps Performance. Go ahead and follow that hashtag on Instagram. Replace your tape. Nas, I'm just going to wrap up real quick. What do you got planned the rest of the day? Hanging out? A little PS4?
I gotta do chores. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do chores and then play PS4.
Yo, you on TikTok at all? You making any TikTok videos? I've probably made like TikTok in the past 3 days.
I'm thinking about getting into TikTok. I'm not there yet fully. I got it downloaded. I just don't have any content yet.
I got you. All right. So today's guest was Nazir Mule, a 2022 from Paterson, New Jersey. Great chatting with you, man. Love following you on Instagram. Love, seeing your creativity. Love seeing you, when guys call you out and try to make fun of you for something, like you just come back with a smile. You come right back at them. You're not affected by it. I mean, it seems like it fuels the fire a little bit more for you. So just appreciate your time here with us, with me, today on this podcast. This is our first podcast, so just going to kind of wrap up, just telling the listeners and the viewers, since this is a video podcast as well, don't forget to download our mobile app. You can find the iOS version on your app store. Type in Prospect Dugout. You can also find the Android version. Type in Clubhouse. We got our pro tryouts coming up. They were scheduled for next week and the following week. We have to push them back, so stay tuned for that. We do actually, Nas, this is something you might be interested in. We're having a free high school showcase this summer to make up for a lot of the guys that missed out on their spring season. So we're gonna put something together down in Orlando, looking at either Orlando or down in Fort Lauderdale. I got a D1 and a D2 that I'm talking to about using their facility for that event. And then finally, we're gonna be doing certified facilities. So Nas, especially for you with Tommy at PS2. Anybody that's listening, if your facility has a lot going on, you want to see more clips, if you own a facility and you want to see yourself on Prospect Dugout, go ahead and reach out so we can talk about that. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, Vimeo, Tumblr. I don't know what else they got. So, MySpace.
Yeah.
Maybe you get in my top 8. All right. Nas, it's been real. I appreciate it, man. I'm going to go ahead and end this right now, and then we'll wrap up.
Thank you for having me.